Hello world, Liu here, and today we'll talk about 8 things I never knew about formatted strings in Python until recently. Number 1. Rounding to X significant figures using F strings. So here, I'm sure that we are kind of familiar with rounding off to X decimal places. So let's say I have print F string 3.14159 colon dot 2F. And if I print this, I'm going to round this off to 2 decimal places. However, what if I have 0.0000? And so if I round this off to 2 decimal places, I'm just going to get 0, which does not make a lot of sense to me. So instead, I would like to round this off to 2 significant figures. So I get 3, 1. So if I change my F to a G, I can achieve this. And here I have 3.1 E minus 5, which means there are 5 zeros before that. So let's change this to 3. And we'll have 3.14 E minus 5. Similarly, if this is a larger number and we round it off to 3 significant figures, we are going to have 314 plus 05, which is simply 314000. So here, by replacing your F with a G, you can actually round off numbers to a number of significant figures. And this is pretty useful if you are dealing with very large or very small numbers. And number 2, aligning strings with spaces. So let's say I have a X is equals to Apple, and right now I'm going to print this certain F string, so F, and here I have a right arrow and left arrow in order to show that I'm actually aligning my string. So next I have my curly braces, and X colon left arrow 20. So if I run this, so here I'm going to get a string of length 20 because I specified 20 over here. And notice that whatever I put in here, which is X or Apple, is going to be on the left side of the string. So if I want my string to be length 40, I simply need to change this to 40, and I'll get a string that is twice the length. So anyway, let's change this back to 20, and let's add 2 more lines. So here, I'm going to have a up arrow, and here I'm going to have a right arrow. So if I run this, I'm going to get this output. So in my first line, Apple is aligned to the left side. In my second line, Apple is aligned in the center. And in my third line, Apple is aligned on the right side. So this is what each of the arrows mean. But the thing is that my string length will still be 20. So let's say I change this to 30, 30, and 30. I'm going to get this output instead. So this can be useful if you are printing your own sort of tables in your terminal output. Number 3, aligning strings with other characters. So similarly, X is equals to Apple. So next, I'm going to print, and I have a F string over here. So I have my curly brace and X. So after X, I have a colon, let's say a dash, left arrow, and 20. So here X is Apple. So if I print this, I'm going to get Apple, and notice that there are dashes after Apple. So because I specify 20, the length of this entire string will be 20, and it will be filled with dash characters over here. However, the string that I specify here, which happens to be Apple, will be aligned to the left side. So if I change this dash to, let's say, a plus, and if I run this again, I'm just going to get plus instead of dash. Similarly, if I change this to, let's say, question mark, I'm going to get question marks. So once again, if I change this to, let's say, 30, I'm going to get a longer string of length 30. So let's change this back to 20, and let's change this back to a dash. And let's deal with the different alignments. So here, instead of left arrow, I'm going to have up arrow. And here, I'm going to have right arrow. So if I run this, I'm going to get 3 aligned strings, all of length 20. But in my first F string here, Apple is aligned on the left side. In my second string here, Apple is in the middle. And in my third string here, Apple is on the right side. So here, I can put like X, and I can put, let's say, an equal sign here. And they'll be aligned with different characters instead. Number 4, inserting commas into large numbers. So here, let's say X is equals to 100 million. However, at first glance, I cannot really tell that this is 100 million, and I actually need to look closely to count the number of zeros before that I know it's 100 million. So here, if I print f string, x is curly brace and x colon comma. So if I run this, I'm gonna get x is 100, comma 000, comma 000. So here the comma is automatically inserted for us in order to let us quickly see that this is actually 100 million. So let's say I add 2 more zeros. So this will also automatically help me check that x is in fact 10 billion. So this can be useful if you have very large numbers. Number 5, formatting datetime. So first I'm going to from datetime import datetime, and today is equals to datetime dot now. And if I print today, I'm going to get this long thing over here. However, if I decide to format it, I actually can with the f string. Today is curly brace, and we have today colon, and here we can insert the formatting for our datetime. So let's say I'm going to have %b, %d, and %y. And if I run this, I'm going to get today is January 10, 2024. So here I can insert my own symbols too. Let's say dash, and let's say I want to have 2 question marks here. So today is January question mark 10-2024. So here let's make this back to normal. So here I can change the formatting even more. So let's say this is small b, and if I run this, I'm gonna get small jan instead of the full word January. Here I'm going to put %a. So if I run this again, I'm gonna get today is Jan 10, 2024 and bracket Wednesday. So here, to know what kind of stuff that we can put into the formatting, we can actually go to the documentation. So here, we can see that this percentage followed by some other character, each has its own meaning, and we can mix and match whatever format we want for our datetime. So don't worry, as I'll put this link in the description down below. Number 6, F strings work for triple coded strings too. So here, let's say I have a x is equals to triple coded string, and here I have apple, orange, pear, durian, pineapple. And if I print x, I'm gonna get this certain output. So here, notice that whatever space and new line that I have added into this triple coded string is actually preserved when I print out my string. So the thing is, I can add a f string here, and this will still be a normal f string. So here, let's remove these two. And here, let's put a is 100 and b is 200. And so if I want to add some random stuff here, a, b, and here, let's say I have a plus b. And here, if I run this, notice that whatever I put here will still work in the context of a formatted string. Number 7, formatting strings using the percentage sign. So here, I'm just going to create a name is equals to Tom and a age is equals to 30. So string is equals to my name is %s and my age is %d. So here S stands for string and D stands for digit. And if I print string currently, I'm gonna get this output. So here my name is %s and my age is %d. However, if I add a percentage here followed by name, comma, age, what happens is that name, which is Tom, will be inserted here, and age, which is 30, will be inserted here. So if I run this once again, my name is Tom and my age is 30. So here, this sort of formatting is useful if you have some sort of template string that you want to apply to multiple values of name and age. So let's say I have another list here. So let's put this in a for loop. So for name, age in this print string. So if I run this, my name is Tom and my age is 30, my name is Bob and my age is 40, and my name is Jerry and my age is 50. So notice that this same template string has been used to generate these 3 different lines based on our different parameters. Number 8, formatting using dot format. So similarly, let's say name is Tom and age is 30. So string is equals to no f string, And here we have my name is curly brace name, and my age is curly brace age. So if I print string right now, it's not going to give me anything special. So my name is curly brace name and my age is curly brace age. However, I can actually do this. So dot format and name is equals to name and age is equals to age. So if I do this, I'm gonna get my name is Tom and my age is 30. So note here that I can put age first if I want, and this will still give me the same output. So the good thing here is that whatever I pass into my format function is based on a key value pair. So if this is age, it will look for the key value pair where the key is age. And if this is a name, you look for the key value pair where the key is a name. So once again, this is useful as a template string that we can apply to multiple values of age and name. So similarly, let's say we have multiple names and age. So let's put this in our for loop. So for name, age, in list. And if we print this, we'll get this output. My name is Tom and my age is 30. My name is Jerry and my age is 40. And my name is Spike and my age is 50. So once again, thanks for watching, and hopefully you have learned at least one new thing about formatted strings today. See you in the next one.